I found out I needed to make my speech actually personal and not like a technical paper. And my first thought was, oh my God, how am I going to get personal with a room full of strangers? And every speech and presentation I've ever given before has been based on a famous person or some book I may or may not have read. So this is a bit of a step outside my comfort zone. You probably can't tell, well I hope you can't tell, how nervous I am to present on a topic I'm passionate about to a room full of strangers. So take a journey with me for a second. I want you to think about a time that you stepped out of your comfort zone. Did you go into the activity certain of the outcome, or did you have 1,000,001 things going through your head that could go wrong? Now think of a time when you had negative expectations of something and found out once you had first-hand experience, you were wrong. You ever think you didn't like a certain type of food, like sushi or curry, and then try it a few years later and you like it? You ever hear something bad about someone, and once you interact with them, you actually found out that gossip wasn't true? Yeah, that's right. Have you ever formed prejudice without fully understanding? I definitely have. 3 years ago, I had the prejudice that the sport of wrestling was awkward and gross.
It is, I've done it.
Today, I'm a licensed pairing associate for USA Wrestling and a third-year wrestling statistician. I've been proven wrong 100 times. Food I've never tried before, places I've never been to, movies I've never seen. For all these things, I formed some type of opinion. I guess it's part of growing older, a little wiser, and a little more mature, to correct yourself and stop forming opinions before the experience. But it's a work in progress. When I was younger, I hated bugs, despised them. If I was in the same room as a bug, guess who was leaving? Yeah. 4 years later, I have a new understanding of bees and other insects. Actually, I did my We Share on it, and I was encouraged to share it with you guys, so I'm going to squeeze that video in here real quick.
Hi, I'm Claudia McPeak. I'm a senior at Carroll High School in Ohio, and I love science, volunteering, and wrestling. Today I'm talking about bees. A few facts for you. 80% of the world's pollination is done by bees. Some crops, like cherries and blueberries, are 90% dependent on bee pollination. Almonds are 100% dependent during blooming time. Over $14 billion worth of U.S. crop production is dependent on bees, and only 30 to 50% of bee colonies survive the winter. This is called the worldwide bee colony collapse. So what's causing this disaster? It's us, humans. Despite all the factors contributing, the major causes of the collapse are pesticides and habitat destruction. Are you angry? You should be. I witnessed this firsthand. I'm a beekeeper, of course. In 2012 and 2013, my hive didn't survive the winter. In 2014, they survived until wasp invasion. Will my colony survive this winter? There's a 30 to 50% chance it won't.
Save the bees!
Convinced me to run a beehive with him, honestly. So if you couldn't tell from the video, I now recognize the ecological value of bugs now. A little older, a little wiser, I now care about the advantages of having a balanced world, and that includes all the orders and classes of organisms. So why am I talking about bugs? Let me ask, how many of you have eaten crickets before? That's awesome. And that's a lot of hands. That's awesome. The first time I ever ate dried whole crickets was before my first skydive. So I can tell you that I was feeling pretty adventurous that day. So one of our next speakers certainly must have been feeling adventurous when he decided to base a snack in cricket protein. But when you think about it, why do we feel so daring about the fact that we ate some bugs? The Greeks and Romans loved dining on beetles. Aristotle documented his preference on cicadas, actually. Traditional dishes from China to Mexico to Japan to Ghana are prepared every day with insects. So why is modern Western culture skipping out on this? Western world's attitude to insects is an issue. When farming became a big industry in Europe, insects were seen as crop destroyers. With the Industrial Revolution, the agriculture began to isolate our homes from our environments. North America and Europe don't live in open-air ecosystem, and frequently our buildings are vacuum sealed in a synthetic world. With pesticides and everything, in the last 600 years we've wiped out 44,000 species of bugs. You see, the Western world has this problem where the solution to global issues is for everyone to be like them. And first world, specialized industry, technologically advanced, don't get me wrong, that there's a lot of solutions found in Western civilization structures. But to be a global society with global solutions, all solutions need to be evaluated. And for us to broaden our horizons, take a new perspective, and step out of our comfort zone, we need a culture shift. The UN's Food and Agriculture Organization reported that more methane, carbon dioxide, and nitrous oxide are spewed into our atmosphere by massive meat production than by transportation. Actually, 7.2 billion tons of CO2 equivalent gases are from meat production every year. Now, don't tell Jane Good all this, but I love steak. I enjoy fat steak, and this pollution is rather disturbing though. And this huge industry also raises a lot of major questions on ethics. And I personally believe that our technology, as our technology and impact grow, so does our responsibility. We've reached new heights that have never before been imagined, and ignorance is no longer an excuse. We have the capacity to solve our problems, we know the effects of our actions, and now the final step is correct action. And today, we have a duo offering a solution to help make a culture shift. To offset our green gas emissions, to expand our cuisine into a more global culture, and to prove just how damn good crickets can be, we have a co-founder of EXO Protein Bars and a teammate of EXO Protein Bars with us today. Please welcome Caitlin Holliday and Greg Stevitz.